Webcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. This is Dan Anderson wishing you very, very welcome on this weekly webinar. Now, for those of you who are new, I am the CEO of Leo, and one of the things that I take very seriously is communicating with the field and keeping up to speed with what we're doing. And every week for the last 7 years, we've been doing this webinar, and more often than not, I am there. And today I am soloing on this because everyone is away and everyone is busy at the moment. So we've got some things to talk about, kind of a little bit of some things that you know about and some new things as well. But we are holding back on some very big announcements that are coming in Cambodia, because we have our largest ever executive trip in Cambodia. And the people, delegates have all arrived there now, and they're from all over the world, and it's just fantastic to see the multicultural nature of our business as manifesting itself in Cambodia. And the people are very excited, and I'm very excited, and it's just good times. I was hoping, I think I alluded to this, I mentioned this last Monday, that I might have some very big announcement for you this week, and I kind of do and I kind of don't. For some reason, everything happens for a reason, and everything happens in its own good time. And if you have religious faith, your divinity or your God, you kind of have to trust in the higher purpose plan and what have you. So I'm kind of doing that. Not quite ready yet to make the big announcement that I was thinking I was going to be doing this week. So fine, it is what it is. So just quickly, let's get into the meat of this. But we are at a pivotal stage now in Leo, because we are going to the next level, and it's going to happen this week in Cambodia, really. So stay close to your executives, stay close to your leaders who are there, because they'll come back with some very, very big things. Now, the one thing I will start this call with is that the ownership points incentive for bronze, silver, gold is, as we said last week, is ending very, very soon. This is just a matter of days now, so not weeks or anything like that. So this is the time, and this is the place for you to do something with that if you were planning to. And I can't give you more warning than that. We've been telling you for the last sort of, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks that it's ending. It's ending now, basically, even as we speak, but not quite there yet. But within the next few days, if I put it like that. So the other thing that is very, very cool is that those of you who have been with us, or those of you who know us, you understand that the business model around Leo Coin, one of the things that's a key part of that is the staking reward. So there's a historical context for that, but that's kind of now part of the blueprint for Leo Coin. And we have now managed to recreate that on the Ethereum blockchain, so that if you have the relevant wallet balances, you will get the staking reward on a monthly basis. And that means that we have a system now where you register your wallet address and you inform us that you want to have your coin staked, and the system will then cross-check and verify that the coins are indeed there and the balances are correct. It'll do that in a random way so people can't scam it. But this has now gone live, and if you go to the reward.leocoin.org website, you will get all the instructions that you need. But this is very important, because we are migrating now very, very fast onto the blockchain that we've had there since 2014. There's nothing new there, but the staking rewards and a lot of what we're about will now be there, rather than in any internal systems or anything like that. So just very, very cool. So go to reward.leocoin.org, educate yourself, and take the first step in learn, earn, own. The first step of that is learn. Go there and study and read the instructions and work out how it works. The other plug that we want to do today is to just give you a recommendation on a wallet called the Trust Wallet. This is something that we're very, very keen to promote, because it's a very good wallet. It's kind of a mobile Ethereum wallet that works with multiple tokens, including, of course, the Leo Coin cryptocurrency, if you like, and it's very secure. It's got good anonymity on it, and it also works on iPhones and iPads and on multiple platforms. So it's just a cool wallet that we endorse. We will obviously be coming out in the fullness of time as we upgrade Leocoin 3 with our own wallet that will have different things like voting, different things like communication, different things like shopping, different things like direct access to exchanges. There's going to be some very funky things on the Leocoin wallet when it comes. But in the meanwhile, this is a very good wallet. I'm not going to be, how should I say, embarrassed about it. This is a high level, very professional thing, and it just works brilliantly. So this is a good wallet for you to search out and find, the Trust wallet. The other thing that I just wanted to share with you is that we had a leaders meeting in Guangzhou, and this was for people that have been with our company since 2012, some of the people, 2013, 2014. These are our big leaders in the Chinese speaking community markets. And we were very, very pleased to be able to do this meeting. And Andy Hansen and Mihi Magudia and Wendy Lee were there together with our old friends. And I plugged into it as well, and I spoke to the people, and it was just nice because there's so much water under the bridge. There's so much affection. These are Chinese people, they're Chinese speaking people, and of course we don't speak, well, I don't speak Chinese, clearly Wendy Lee does, but I don't speak Chinese, so communication, it's kind of hard, and it kind of has to go through this translation filter. But like Shakespeare said, much rain wears the marble, and the time that we've had with these people, I know all of these people, and they're just such good people, and they have so much confidence and trust and love for Leo. So without putting too fine a point on it, of course, every market goes through its ups and downs and its challenges and its hard times. And every market has that. No matter which market you're in, you might think that you're in the most difficult market in the world. They're all difficult because this is direct selling and people are skeptical. It's difficult. You have to build this thing up with people. People are the hardest thing in town. But when you persist, wonderful things happen, called relationship. Wonderful things happen, and I don't use the word lightly, but sort of family things start to happen as well. And so we have this relationship with the leaders, and we went through everything. There was kind of a hardcore meeting going through lots of points, and not blood on the wall because we weren't fighting, but we were going through issues and things. And it always boils down to communication. But it was very constructive, and you can see the joyful faces. And then there was a dinner, and there was lots of campaign, and there was lots of celebration because the Chinese understand now where we're going, because me here and Andy and Wendy were able to kind of communicate some of the key things that have been top secret up until just now. So the Chinese-speaking markets of Leo are revving up and getting ready, because we are now priming the pump. We are now kick-starting the engine to take Leo up to the next level. And I don't say that as a matter of hype. I don't say that as a matter of pitch and trying to motivate you. We are now going to the next level, and we're in a very, very cool place. Having said that, we have lots of challenges and we have lots of difficulties, and we just come through a very, very hard time. But everything happens for a reason when it's supposed to. And now with our oldest market on these pictures here, together with our Cambodia trip that's going on now, where we have all of the new markets where people are pushing through to executive, the Cambodia trip is spectacular. I've been speaking to people all day, and they are so excited to be in Cambodia. The hotel is fantastic. The events that we've got scheduled and the things that we're doing is extraordinary. And it is the largest executive trip that Leo has ever done. Just shy of 100 people was the last count that I saw, which is extraordinary if you think about what it means to become an executive. There's some real muscle in that room. And what is very, very exciting is that something like half of that group is from our African markets, which again shows the vibrancy and the energy and the enthusiasm that is there. And we haven't even scratched the scratch on the surface of the African market, because we're talking about a market with 1.3 billion people, that by some measures and by some analysis that you can do, is possibly the largest commonwealth kind of market in the world, where the borders for most of the countries in that region are open to business with each other. So our business from the different strongholds that we've started to create is now going all over Africa, and the timing for this is just perfect, because we have the old powerful markets like the Chinese speaking ones, we have the Dubai region markets, we have the European markets, but now we have the African markets and the South American markets as well, which is another story, but I'm not going to go into that here now. We still have markets out there that we haven't even started that are very powerful in direct selling terms, but we now have enough to go forward to the next level, which is very, very cool. So having 100 people in Cambodia tomorrow is the big event day and the big training day, and we are giving them the programs and the incentives that's going to drive us to the next level. And some of them are actually, even if I say so myself, fairly revolutionary, and something that will take us from something like 500,000 sign-ups now, and we will punch through to 1 million, to 2 million, to 5 million, to 10 million. We have the program, we have the concept, we have the platform, we have the infrastructure to do this. So just when we have come through our biggest challenges and weeded our garden and got rid of some of the bad energy, we are now going forward with a clean sheet and a kind of a windscreen that has been sort of polished clean, rather than sort of full of murk and mud and grit and dust. So very exciting times. Now, the thing that is obviously underlying all of this is the next event and the incentive that we're doing for the Maldives. So this is up until the 31st of July. And the timing of this is also perfect, because what's coming out in Cambodia will go into this incentive and will drive everything forward and qualify people to get to the Maldives as well. So there's only 173 rooms remaining. So by the time we get to the end of July, this will be a full-out, sold-out event. So Leo will be celebrating its 2020 carnival in the Maldives, on an island that will be solely occupied by us, which is kind of quite spectacular for us as a small company. We're quite excited by that. Now, I'm going to wrap up the call without giving you too much substance here today, because I just did the Chinese webinar before this one, and we're able to give them some more things, because on the back of the leaders meeting that we had yesterday. But I mentioned this to you in the last webinar or two, that I've kind of gone through a bit of a personal journey and realized that I'm 59 years old. Of course, and this doesn't come as a surprise to me, but it struck me that if I look at my life going forward, I have kind of 30 years maybe of good energy life left in me. And then maybe medicine moves on, maybe I'll live forever. Who knows what's happening in the revolutionary technology times that we're living in. But broadly speaking, I kind of came to this 10-10-10 plan for myself. So I'm 59 years old now, and some of you are maybe aware that I've been able to sort of focus on my health and fitness, and I'm actually kind of feeling like I'm in my 30s really, and it's been terrific to be able to go to the gym and work out and get my body back. And thank goodness I have, because I'm going to need the energy for the next 10 years, because in the next 10 years, until I am 69, this is the time I'm going to be driving the Leo business and the Leo coin community and our global platforms forward as the CEO of this organization. That is my aspiration. That's my goal. That's what I love to do. That's what I was, if I say so myself, kind of born to do. But then I'll be 69, and this is quite an age. And of course, my children will have gone through the university stage and what have you, and be starting their own family. So I'll be a little bit more free. And then the next 10 years until I'm 79, I'm kind of planning to be the president. The little old man who used to be the CEO, who's now handed over to younger leadership, but that's when I want to be the president. The final 10 years, from sort of 79 to 89, I will sail around the world. I will tend my garden. I will have a dog. I will enjoy my golden decade there. And you might see me at an annual event or something. But that's kind of the plan that I have, the 10-10-10 plan. But I'm also giving you a heads up that this has inspired something that I've been thinking about for years, and it kind of came together in an almost miraculous, almost a magical way, that we're also launching a 10-10-10 plan within Leo. That is the plan that will take us. There's kind of two prongs going on at the moment. One is a product that's being launched tomorrow in Cambodia, which will drive the price of Leo coin up. And we've already started to see the market responding. It's kind of interesting that people are getting a sense of what's going on. So people are kind of stopping dumping Leo coin, and the price is kind of inching forward, which is really interesting. When we launch this product tomorrow in Cambodia, we will start to see the price of Leo coin going up, because we have a product that will create a buyer's market. And when we have a buyer's market, that means that the sellers have the advantage, because we will create a product that creates demand on the external exchanges. So we will start to see the price there rising. We feel, I can make no promises, I can make no assurances, but business logic tells me, boom. So that's fine. But what I've always said to you is, that there's no magic button to raise the value of Leo coin. It's all to do with the size of the community. It's all to do with how big the economy is. It's all to do with the merchant programs. It's all to do with how many aunts and uncles we have in the business, because our bet is that this is the community that matters. It's not the technology. The technology has to be first class, like we have now, which is why we've migrated to the Ethereum backbone. But the thing that really drives this is mass adoption. Now, we have the mass adoption vehicle called direct selling, which is recruitment, motivation, and training. So it's taken us a while to put in place the platform for that. But now that we have the geographical spread that we have, now that we have the markets that we have that we didn't have 4 years ago, we are now in a place to go forward. And the 10-10 plan will be built around making a gift to people to incentivize them to get involved with us, something for nothing. And if they then go and recruit people and put them in, the 10-10-10 plan could change and will change everything. Now, I was the vice president in a direct selling company called Tien's that had 20 million distributors. I was also involved in building in South Asia for multiple million people, built on something that was called the 1BV program. We have the new program that will take the community that we have and give them a way to speak to the masses and start to solve some of the problems for the unbanked, some of the problems for the people that need a stable currency, some of the problems for people that need to make international remittances. We are tapping into markets all over the world where there's 100 million people, 200 million people, 1.3 billion people in Africa. Let's not forget China. Let's not forget India. We have the mass markets now with leadership present in those markets, and the 10-10-10 program will be revealed tomorrow to the executives, and it will be epic. So my life plan and the 10-10-10 plan come together into the call of action. Get yourself ready to get ready now, because this is the time. You need to get right on board with the technology behind Leo coin, so you understand it. You need to understand how the staking mechanism and that reward works, because when we're successful and we go from 500,000 to 1 million, and we go from 1 million to 2 million, and say that 1% of those people want to get to 50,000 Leo coin, every single problem that we have on price changes instantly. 5,000 people looking for 50,000 Leo coins to get to the maximum staking award will solve the external markets of Leo coin totally out. In other words, my question to you is, where are they going to get their Leo coins from if they buy into this and want to get to the staking level where they can get a 20% return on their Leo coins over a year? Where are they going to get them? They're going to get them from you. But you're not going to be interested in selling cheap. Therefore, the price of Leo coin will go up. When the price of Leo coin goes up, people will start to get a fear of loss, and then the price of Leo coin will go up even further. We've seen this before, and we've never been able to capitalize on it before because we haven't had some of the key factors in place. We've had to weed our garden, get rid of some of the bad energy. We've had to now move forward, and we've got the geographical spread now that can capitalize on this and build the thing that I always talk about, which is a global community of stakeholders, of people that work together, of different skin colors, of different creeds, of different races, of different nationalities, and different in every way, except for their ambition to be successful, to provide for their families, to work together in a positive way with other people. There are some very, very positive things, as far as I'm concerned, happening in Hong Kong, where the people stood up and said, actually, we need to stand up for this because we don't believe in this. The people and crowds are wise. And I believe that we can tap Leo Coin and Leo into the crowd of people out there that want to participate in a game that they fundamentally recognize as rigged. Our game is not rigged. Our game is open, transparent, and honest. And we have a good philosophy. We have a good business. So that's all I want to share with you here today, because next week will be an absolutely epic webinar. Stay in touch with your people in Cambodia. Stay in touch with your people wherever you have your upline leadership. They will be getting the information, and it will be trickling through very, very fast down to your downlines. But this is the time to get ready and move and do something, because this could change everything. So this is Dan Andersson saying thank you very, very much for your commitment, for your hard work, for your loyalty, for your positive energy. Thank you for supporting us through the difficult times as well as the good times. It's the challenging times that define you. It's not the victories, it's not the successes. People are obsessed with success. Of course, success is lovely, but it's not who you are. You are the person who responds to a challenge, and how you respond to a challenge is what defines you. And so don't wish for an easy ride. Don't wish for just money in the bank. Wish for an opportunity to show the world who you are. And all of you on this call, I just want to thank you for being who you are, because you have stood by us, and you have stood by me, and you've stood by this company. And I'm very, very proud to be in business with you. So until next week, time to move.